All right, so I don't know. I think I'm recording. I'll be real quick on this. So, what we were doing was we came in here, we we selected everything, whereas before each of these things was going to a different, like you had a shader, right? And basically I was doing that shader from, I think, the very first series of stuff. I don't think we actually did much here. I can't remember. But anyway, it didn't matter. So what he did was he selected everything. Yeah, we guess we did have some of it here, and we gave it a new scene material. So that's here. You can see that. If you look over here and you pick anything when it has the shader, it's the scene material. All right. Then we went over here and we added a palette. And then if you're in object mode, and I kind of did my trees a little differently because I wanted them to look more realistic, and I still kind of screwed it up. This is the object, but if I hit tab, it'll switch to edit mode. Tab, it's edit mode. And then if I hit all, it's going to highlight all of the faces associated with it. If I do a loop cut here, or loop faces, that will be going around in a circle here. You can see it's highlighted. And that's this portion. And you over here, you do the same kind of stuff. You scale and drag and yada, yada, yada. So if I take this off and I pick like this thing, I think I actually don't even have a square here, but this is closest to a square. This thing here, the body of the sheep. I think I've got that called body. Yeah. Let's see if there's a belly. The belly is mirrored, which is that stuff, so that's a little different. But here you can see if I go to tab, get to edit mode, hit all, and if you scale it, you can change this. That's the unwrapping of it. And I could move it to say all black or a different color. Maybe I could have it, a couple of different colors, but I'm putting it, let's put it up there just so it'll be a little bit more white, which is not ideal, but whatever. And that's a light source. That's another light source. So now it's done that way. All right. Commands that I used were A to select all, U to unwrap. You unwrap and then you get them over here. The only thing I had different in that regards, if I do this, see that little dot? I drew my circle a little differently, so my circle is just a dot. Versus if you were to add a circle and get the triangles. Um, I did the M for move to collection. So my sheep isn't that way, but my pen and the grass clumps are all there. Here is where this color palette comes into play. So that's that. And then if I render the image, well, let's just click this for a second. That's the viewpoint of this scene. And then if I render the image, so it looks like that. So you can still see the little bit of the black. This is now white like that, but this is a little darker, a little darker. Before I had this darker in shadow. It's all the same color. Now it's just the light's making it darker. And that's that.